Hi, John Kelly back again with our second part of our do-it-yourself SEO tutorial for content management systems. And in the last video we were using this website here for demonstration purposes, but it is a live website. And we were talking about a couple of things, just giving a general idea that search engines are looking for content. And we said there are some things we're going to do in this video to give you a better understanding of how you can enhance your website even more. And every little piece that you do does help, please understand. And so we're going to talk about a lot of those different little pieces that you can control. So in the last video we talked about the title tag, or the piece of metadata within the code that's called the title, and we can see that at the very top of the browser here. And that's something that I actually installed, put on the website when I installed it, and it is something that can be changed pretty much at any time. Now the main home page here, anything that involves a title tag is something you're going to need me to do. Okay, so if you do have some type of change you want to have done with that, then you need to speak with me, and I'll be more than happy to help you, accommodate you with that. All the other pages of the website, you have all the control you want to control not only the page titles, but also the meta title at the top of the browser window as well, describing what that page is. And that's what this video is going to talk about. We're going to show you what's going on with that. Now, this particular website, please understand something, that not every website is designed for search engines. Most of them are designed for just looks first and hopefully it gets found. Well, we did this the opposite way. We used WordPress for a reason. It's good. It's great as far as search optimization is concerned, especially when you're someone like me who takes the time to really fully understand it and then offer additional tweaks and adjustments and things to it to make sure that it's even more so enhanced for search engines and for the proper reasons. Now, one of the things that we want to understand as well is that websites have more than one opportunity to be found in the search results. So for example, this Peterborough salon search that we did brought up this search result. It brought up this page, #1 ranking on page 1 of Google for the home page, as you can see by the URL, or in other words the web address. So you don't see anything after the slash, meaning that's the home page of the website. But take a look down the page here a little bit. Notice that there's other websites that have multiple things after that first slash. And each one of those is what's called a subdirectory of that website. And you can see here, for example, here's this one, whatever this website is, hair salons, and then within a subdirectory of that it has a page, Peterborough HTML. So somebody made a page specifically about that name. Okay, and guess what? It worked because they came up on page 1 of Google. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you can have multiple pages of your website appear in the search results, not just a home page. As there's proof of it, others are already doing that. So to give you an example how that works, what I'm going to do is open up another Google tab here. And here's what I want you to do. Take your site, or any site, for example, and go into Google search and type in site, S-I-T-E, colon, and then put in the full web address after that, and simply hit search. When you do that, you're actually doing a search of just that web address. And that'll give you an indication of how much content Google, or any search engine for that matter, has actually indexed already. Now, if you're not getting anything, or very little, or just the one page, that's not so good. You have some problems there. Okay, but I want to let you to look at here is take a look at the search results. I'm showing 10 results in this page out of 18 for just this URL by itself. And as you go down here, guess what? It's every single page of that website and every post of the blog as well. Right now there's only one post of the blog, but you know what? The more you blog on this blog, the more pages you make, the more chances that you're going to have those pages show up in your research results. So hopefully this gives you a good visual of doing a search of your own site. But guess what? You have multiple opportunities. These are all individual opportunities to be found in a search. So for example, if you were to just do a search for transaction results Probably not the best example, but maybe a customer did location and hours of Reflections West Salon. You know what? There's a darn good chance that this page is going to show up in the search results because it's titled accordingly to that. It even has the hours down here in the description. Okay, so that's all controllable by you, is the point of all this. Now next I'm going to show you how to control all that. So we go back into our website and we go into our admin panel. I'll show you where to do that. So we log into our website, go into Site Admin, and as soon as we get into the admin panel, well, of course I'm already logged in, that's why I said Site Admin, but if not, log in and it'll bring you to the dashboard and open up your pages. When we go to Edit, it brings up our list of pages, or blog posts too. It works the same exact way if you watch the other videos I gave you, showed you to watch. And let's just take one page, for example, Our Staff. Okay, so we open up the Our Staff page. And remember, you have the ability not only to control the content that's in this page, but you also have the ability to control the page title. Okay, page titles are very, very important, as you can see, because it's added to the actual web address of that particular page, and you can see that right here. Now what you can do is you can give this page a title name here, Our Staff, and down here you could click on Edit and actually change the file name to something different if you wish. A best practice, this and that should match. Okay, but if you actually had to make a change for some reason, that is something that you could do. And click Save and it'll save that order. Now one of the things I'm going to show you on this particular page, as I scroll down here all the way to the bottom of my page, I'm going to find a box here called All-in-One SEO Pack. And this is a tool that we gave you to be able to do simply this, to control this up top here, the title tag. You can do that for every page. Okay, the description, which is that little piece of text directly underneath the link right here, you can control that. Okay, and that's what the description area is. If you notice it here, it says you get up to 160 characters or less. Alright, that's about 2 lines. And then of course keywords. Keywords are words that are within this content on this page. Let me make this very clear. If the word is not on this page, then it does not go down here in keywords. Now that doesn't mean you put every word of the page in here. The idea of keywords is simply this. What is this page about? Well, it's about our staff. Okay, well guess what? Salon staff. That's a keyword, or it's actually a key phrase. Salon staff. So I'll take that, I'll copy that. I'll go down here into keywords and I'll either type it in or just paste it in, and I'll do salon staff. Then I place a comma after it, and then professional service I also saw in there as well. Okay, comma. So in other words, whatever I feel are key words or phrases, I place it in there, place a comma after it, and then put another word in there as well. And that's how that works. Same thing with your description. Give a description, very brief, very descriptive of what this page is about, up to 160 characters. In other words, 2 lines. And also the page title. What is the best wording you could use to describe that page? What is the best keyword you can use? Make sure that's the first word of your title tag. So in this case, mission statement was one of the things that is on this page, our mission statement, but I would say experienced salon staff would be a much better option. So that's what I'm going to use in my title. So the description, you can even take a piece of the content up here and use that as part of your description if you wanted to, if you think it's relevant. And I'm not doing that for this particular, I'm just showing you what can be done here. But we listen to our guests, find out what they have. So if you notice, it says I've used my maximum number of description characters because the box says 0. Okay, but that's how that works. Now if I want to save these settings, real simple. I go up here, click update page. My settings are now saved. So when a search engines come along and they visit this website and they find this page, they're going to get a title, they're going to get a description, and they're going to get keywords that describe the information on that page. I'll see you in the next tutorial. We'll get involved with some more stuff.